In this lesson, I want to show you how to create the front end menus. Right now we have just the home menu and nothing else. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a few more menus to this, and we're going to do this by going to menus and where it says main menu. When you click on that, you have just the home. So you want to click on new. We're not going to be connecting the menus to anything at the moment. So we just want to put the titles in. So the first one we want to create is the about. So it's good to have an about us page on your website so people get to know more about you when you go to system links. And for now, just choose external URL. And we're going to be changing this later, and then click on save and new. The next one to create is the FAQ, frequently asked questions. And do the same thing. You want to click on external. And for now, just put this hashtag on there and then click on save and new. And let's go to testimonials and the same thing. Save and new again. And then we'll go to properties. And you want to add in agents. And let's put in a blog. Now, blogs are really, really great. And I definitely encourage you to use the blogs because blogs allow you to connect with your audience on a much more personal and a deeper level. I've seen so many sites that don't have blogs with them and they're losing a ton of traffic. And then finally, we're going to create contact. You want to make it easier for people to contact you if they have any questions. There's nothing more frustrating than going to a website and not being able to see a contact us page where you can contact the owner. So you click on save and close. Once you've added those, so now you have these menus here. Let's take a look at the front end. Let's refresh this. And you notice that you have these menus. And if you notice that it's a little bit long, that's because more are fitting on the section than are supposed to be there. So we're going to shorten these so that everything, doesn't look like this. And we can also move some menus from the top to the bottom, which we are going to do. And as we look here, we see that this is overlapping and it doesn't look good at all. So what we want to do now is I am going to create another menu and move some of the items from the top and put it at the bottom. So let's do that by going to menus, go to manage, and you want to click on add new menu. So we're just going to call this one footer menu, and then footer menu. For the permissions, just leave the permissions as they are, and you will click on save and close. And then what we're going to do now is go back to the main menu, and we're going to move some of the menus from the main to the footer. Okay, so let's start off first. Now you can pick and choose which ones that you want to move, but I think that there's some that are definitely key to stay up. So we're going to leave the home here. And then we're going to leave the about us, the properties, the agents, and the blog. So let's try that combination and see how it looks. So we're going to move the testimonials. We're going to move the FAQ. And we're going to move the contact. Now, once again, you can move this back and forth anywhere that you want. But I'm just doing this just to give you a visual of how it is on the front end. So you want to go to batch. Batch allows you to move multiple menus at the same time instead of you having to move each one individually. And it's a set language. You want to keep original. And what do you want to do? You want to move, don't move or copy. So you want to scroll down here, and we want to move those to add it to this menu. That's going to ask you, do you want to move or do you want to copy? We want to move and keep the same access level. So you want to click on process. So now those have been moved to the bottom menu, which you can't see yet, but you're going to see later. So now we have the home, about, properties, agents, and blog. And we can probably throw in the FAQ, on this too. I think that should be able to fit, without any problems. But you don't see anything at the bottom yet. That's because we are going to, work on that later. So that's done. The menus have been added to the front end. Let's move on to the next lesson.